Hello students, in the last video we have completed the classification of the phylum Chordata. So Chordata is the last phylum, and under that phylum we have to study the different subphylums and their classes, right? So first of all we will start with the Protochordata. Under that Protochordata we will have the first subphylum, that is Urochordata. So what is the meaning of Urochordata? See, Urochordata means the organism which have the notochord only in the tail region or the posteriormost region. Those organisms, they are known as the Urochordata. Uro means tail, remember that. Now come to their general characteristics. First of all, a very unique phenomenon is seen for the first time in this group of organisms. What is that? Retrogressive metamorphosis. I will tell you what is that. Retrogressive metamorphosis. Okay, so this is going to be very much important. We will see what is that. And from here, Urochordata, if question will come from this retrogressive metamorphosis point only. So first of all, about their habit and habitat. See, this organism normally they are found in the sessile state. That means they cannot move by their own. Okay, they attach to the substratum, and if that substratum is moving, then they will able to move. But otherwise, this organism, actually the adult one, okay, the adult organism, they are the sessile or sedentary animals, but their larval stages, they are free living or free swimming. So if you see habit and habitat, here I will tell that if it comes to habitat, remember this organism will be marine, right? They are found in the seas and ocean, and this organism's adult form, the adults are sedentary, and their marine, their larval stage, they are free swimming organism. Okay. Next one, about their body covering. See, a very interesting thing is happening. Like we are wearing clothes, the space between our skin and clothes, we have a empty region, isn't that empty space? So similarly, in case of the Urochordata also, what happened? Their body outer lining, that is their epidermis lining, is capable of releasing a carbohydrate, one cellulose type actually biomolecule, and because of that actually they are developing a thick protective layer. That layer is known as tunicin. Okay, so that's why these urochordates, they are also known as tunicata. Remember that they are also known as tunicata. Why they are known as tunicata? Because these organisms are going to have a layer, a jacket-like structure which is covering over the body. The body is covered by that jacket leathery layer that is just cellulose-like, right? And that is known as tunicin. And that's why these urochordates, they are also known as tunicata. Okay, remember that. Next one, after that, yeah, this is the body covering, that is a cellulose-like tunicin is present, and so they are known as tunicata, right? Remember that, this is important. That's why their general name tunicata comes. Now after that, come to their circulation. See, this is also one organism which have open circulation. Till now these organisms have the open circulation, and after that the open circulation will be ended and the organism will develop the closed circulation. But yes, after Urochordata, this organism will have open circulation. Now after that, come to their excretion. Okay, so if you see their excretion, then yes, they will have a specific type of excretory organ that is known as neural gland. Okay, so from the neural gland they will remove the nitrogenous waste product. If it comes to their development, then yes, this organism have larval stage. right? And this organism will have indirect development. The reproduction will be sexual and development is indirect development. Okay. Now I will tell you that this organism show a unique phenomenon of retrogressive metamorphosis. Now all of us, we know what is metamorphosis. Metamorphosis means it is a phenomenon by which one larval stage actually undergo modification and after that they become adult. Okay, their larval stages are underdeveloped, they do not have some advanced characteristics, and whenever they metamorphose to adult, the adult organism will have all those advanced characteristics. So whenever an organism undergo metamorphosis, it is actually for their advancement. But what happens, some of the metamorphosis is also like that, whenever the larva undergo metamorphosis, but this metamorphosis lead to some development of primitive characteristics which is not even present in the larval stage. The larval stage are quite well developed and their adult organism, they are primitive, they don't have some advanced characteristics, right? So those development where those organisms undergo the metamorphosis, the larva develop some advanced characteristics. Whenever they metamorphose to adult, some of the advanced characteristics degenerate and the adult persists some primitive characteristics. So that type of metamorphosis is known as retrogressive metamorphosis. Now I will tell you that how actually those characteristics which are advanced or some of them are disadvantaged. Let us see. First of all, if you see the larva, okay, so let me write here, this is suppose the larva, okay, just I'm drawing, and here this one is the adult organism, right? So adult organism will just look like this, okay. So this is the adult, right? And you will see the differences. Whenever it is in the larval stage, see, they have the notochord, okay. So this organism will have the notochord in their tail region whenever it is in the larval stage, and because of this tail they can able to move, so they are motile, okay, they can freely swim. Now whenever this organism, this larva undergo metamorphosis, suppose this organism is undergoing metamorphosis, so whenever they are undergoing metamorphosis, what happened, this organism become adult. Whenever it becomes adult, just see first of all what happened, the tail is lost, okay. So this tail region will be lost. In the tail region, what was present, the notochord. So whenever this larvae undergo metamorphosis, with the tail, the notochord is also lost. So that's why this adult organism do not have any notochord. This resembles just like an invertebrate, non-chorded. Then why we are categorizing this organism into a chorded phylum? Because their larval stage, some of the stages, at least in their embryonic stage or the larval stage, they have the notochord. Then this will fulfill the characteristics criteria of the chordata. So in this case also, the larvae, they have the notochord, but whenever they become adults, the tail is lost, and along with the tail, the notochord is also lost. So this become without a notochord, this become just look like a non-chordate or invertebrate. Now this organism, if you see the body, then their body is divided into two parts. One is the body proper. Okay, so this is the body proper, and this part, this is the foot, right? And if you see this urochordate, what I told just that urochordates, they are also known as tunicata. Why? Because they have a leathery jacket, and that jacket, that will be carbohydrate, one carbohydrate, that is cellulose like. So that's why what we can call this organism is also known as tunicata, okay. So they have this leathery jacket, right? Now what happened, this body proper is covered by this leathery jacket, but their food is completely made up of this carbohydrate cellulose, okay, or tunicin. So as it is completely tunicine, it is not at all actually a living part. It is a non-living part which just get attaching to some substratum. Suppose maybe a rock, maybe the bottom, or maybe the covering of some other fishes or other organism. So those organisms which have those characteristics, where the adult organism undergo metamorphosis and retain some primitive characteristics, develop some primitive characteristics, where the larva were far more developed from that adult form. That type of metamorphosis is retrogressive metamorphosis. See the differences, that this organism larva have a locomotory organ, that is tail, but whenever it becomes adult, their food is not at all a living part. This is just made up of tunicin, which help in gripping or attaching the organism, the adult organism, to attach with some substrata. Okay, so this is one disadvantaged characteristics. Okay, so locomotory organ. Now to see some other characteristics, that if you see the adult, okay, actually I'm drawing one species. So this organism is known as herd mania. Okay, so this organism, if you see this organism, they are going to have two pores. Okay, so one pore, this is known as atrial pore. Okay, so this is the atrial pore, and this is the another pore, and this is known as branchial pore, right? So one is atrial pore, another is the branchial pore. So this organism, if you see their digestive tract, okay, then that digestive tract is complete. Why? Because from this organism a complete digestive tract is present. So they have a complete digestive tract, extracellular type of digestion, tube within tube type of body plan. Okay, otherwise the rest of the characteristics I have not written. Why? Because already all those things they are same. If it comes to the habit and habitat, this organism can attach to the substratum if it is in the adult form, and if it is the larval form, they are found in the free living state. If it comes to habitat, this organism will have the marine habitat. Next characteristics about their level of organization, they will have the organ system level of organization, where lots of organ systems are found. The germinal layer, there are 3 germinal layers found. Ectoderm, endoderm and mesoderm are there. If it comes to coelom, yes, coelom is well developed now. The coelom is enterocoelomate organism. If it comes to their segmentation, then yes, this organism, if you see broadly in the chordates, this organism will show internal segmentation. So these are the general characteristics I told. If it comes to the notochord, remember the larval stages only will have the notochord, but whenever this organism undergo metamorphosis, the adult organism will not have the notochord. So that's why this organism will develop some primitive characteristics. So that type of metamorphosis is retrogressive metamorphosis. So this is all about the phylum, subphylum Urochordata. Hope you have understood. Very small actually, only few of the characteristics you need to know. So that's all about the Urochordata. Hope you have understood. Thank you.